Hi guys, last week I shared with you how our unconscious mind can resist change, which is a good thing. We need our unconscious mind to be, keeping us, not going too far off track. But it can be a bit tricky when we actually consciously want to make some changes in our lives. So we want to change some of our habits to fulfill one of our goals in life or, a dream that we've always held. And if our unconscious mind, really kicks in and resists that change, we can find ourselves not getting the things we want in life. And so I talked about that a bit last week, and I'm going to share a little bit more about this week. One of the things you can do to learn about, why, or maybe not why, but what is it that you're resisting? What are you thinking about that? And maybe, there's some different steps you can take and think about to make some changes that you want in your life. But before I do that, this week is actually Mental Health Week in Queensland. So I wanted to just share with you a couple of quick paragraphs out of my book, Beyond Possible, and then we'll come back and I'll have that discussion. And I want to give you something as well. So here we go. Although I recognise that I now have a very good life, there have been times when I was not making good decisions and not living the life I wanted. I have experienced depression, separation from self and others, negative self-talk and blame. And for many years, I experienced regular thoughts of suicide. When I learnt to accept my current reality and see life's challenges as opportunities, I started to move towards my preferred reality. I don't see this concept of preferred reality as an end destination. I see it as a way that I live my life. I continue to develop my skills of self-observation and adjustment. I accept that life will still send some challenges my way, and I aim to be able to recognise the opportunities contained within these challenges. We can develop our ability to know when to accept and adjust and when to not accept something in our life. We can learn to pick our battles wisely and not turn life into a constant fight that we never win. Yeah, so that's the paragraph I wanted to share with you. But because it's Mental Health Week, I wanted to give you something as well. And I need to explain that to you. So one of the things that I teach, we'll talk about in the book and also through the Good Life Game Plan, is I teach people how to start observing their thoughts and learn how to, why it's so important to know some of those things that we're unconsciously thinking about and what we can do about it next. And so I teach people to do a process that I call WAIT. That's W-A-I-T. And that stands for What Am I Thinking? And I encourage people to write WAIT with a question mark on sticky notes, put it around their house, in their car, in their office, anywhere where they're going to have a few seconds in the day where they're just in autopilot mode, or they're doing a mundane activity and their subconscious mind is just running free there. It's just unconsciously having the thoughts, and we all have thought loops that run through our mind throughout the day. Potentially thousands of thoughts travel through our mind every day, and most of them we do not know what they are. They're just happening in there, and we get into these thought loops. And those thought loops can actually be very focused on things that happened in our past. So we begin thinking about, what happened yesterday, what happened last week, what happened last month, what happened 2 years ago, what happened when I was 7 years old. And we can be recycling that thinking through our mind. And when we're recycling our thinking through our mind and we're telling ourselves a story about that, we're actually programming our unconscious mind that that's what our life is like. And so it's we're constantly reconfirming in our unconscious mind that this is where you've got to keep us. You basically keep us on the path or stuck in the past. And so if we want to start turning our thoughts to what we want in our life now and what we want in our life in the future, we need to start getting our subconscious mind to think some new thoughts. And we can actually train it to do that. And so first, figuring out, going, what does go on in my mind when I'm not consciously thinking about it, is a good way to go. And I really say to people, when you do this, you're asking yourself that question with absolute curiosity and kindness. There's no need to judge yourself in there for any of those thoughts. It's just observing yourself and going, oh, I didn't know I thought about that. Does that thinking process match the way I want to live my life or the person that I want to be? And if it doesn't, then the next step is to actually start getting some new, writing some new scripts and getting some new thoughts that do match what you want to be. And you can go, that thought is probably not going to get me where I want to go. I'm going to start learning how to replace it with a different thought. Because it's Mental Health Week, and I just, as I encourage people to put these sticky notes up, I thought I'll get some magnets printed up so I can give to people with that. And so this week, these little magnets just turned up. I'm not sure if you can see that. So that's got the words, the letters weight on there. And I thought I'll just give them away to you. So all you need to do, if you want one of these, if you want to be reminded to start, asking yourself that question regularly, what am I thinking? Just send me an email. I'll put the email address in this post. And just on the subject of the email, just put magnet. I'll know then that that's what you're looking for. So I just need your name and your postal address, and I'll send one of these out to you at no charge. And if you want to share this with your friends, if you think someone else might benefit from this information, and they send me an email, I'm happy to send it to them as well. So that's going on. I will send you a very brief little instructions sheet, just outlining what I just talked about. But again, because it's Mental Health Week, I thought, for one of those people, whoever you are, that send me an email, I'll do a random draw on Sunday, and I'll also send out someone a free copy of the book, Beyond Possible. And so that'll be in the mail as well. I'll just randomly pick someone. Is there anything else I wanted to tell you today? I'm just checking. No, I think that's all I wanted to share with you today. I hope you find that useful, and go and live your good life. Okay, bye-bye.